replay. So welcome everyone. We are happy and excited that you've decided to share your evening with us. Today we're going to be looking at the psychology of network marketing. How is network marketing done? How should we approach the concept of network marketing? From last week, we understood the industry and the whole concept. How do we approach it in building a business? Like I just said, it's not an investment. Network marketing is not an investment, it's a business. How do we approach it? Do we approach it as we are the normal business, the way we approach our normal business? If you do that, you will not see much results, okay? Because network marketing is unique in its own way and is done a particular way, all right? So let's make progress. I decided to open this session with this particular slide. This is data from the World Economic Forum. They are saying that by the year 2022, 75 million jobs, as we have them today, will be long gone. And 133 million jobs will emerge. And these jobs are new skill sets, jobs that are driven by new areas. And if you look at the top 10 emerging areas, we are talking about data analysts and data scientists. We are talking about artificial intelligence and machine learning specialists. We are talking about general and operations managers. We are talking about software and application development and analysis. We are talking about sales and marketing professionals. We are talking about big data specialists. We are talking about digital transformation specialists, new technology specialists, organizational development skills, information technology services. Those are the top emerging areas. Now, if you look at it, there's a particular trend. And if you look at all the emerging areas, they are all progressive areas. And they are beginning to become more technical. All of them are driven by IT, artificial intelligence. Now look at our universities. How many of our graduates are trained around the area of artificial intelligence? We are still training accountants. We are still training, how do you call it, general management people. We are still training social sciences that do not have any societal orientation. We are still, all our trainings are still focused on the how to or the what to. But now the world is evolving into how to. New set of skill set. What it means is more unemployment is going to be created. All right? And so we need to look out for that. For us, we have the solution. And our solution is we have a better way. Network marketing is not perfect, but it is better. All right? So if you were involved in network marketing and you were going out to start building your business, anytime you meet somebody, there are two things that comes to mind. You need to make a decision. The first decision is based on the information you get from the person. You want to find out, is this a potential business partner or this is somebody who will be interested in my product? There are people, all the people you meet in your business encounters, 3% of them will not have money as their problem. They don't have money problem. So if you meet somebody like that and you are trying to pitch the business side to the person, you lose the person. Even though the person don't have money problems, the person, we have a product that the person needs. There's nobody in the world who do not need to be healthy. So once you are able to determine that from your engagement, now you can decide whether you are pitching your product or you are pitching your business. Those are two different things. Pitching your product means that you're looking at selling the benefits and sharing your personal experience around the product with your potential customer, so that the customer can, in fact, be interested in your product. The business partner, you are looking at selling your opportunity that is provided by the product. So this is a critical decision if you're going to be successful that you will need to be good at. Now, all of us on this call, if you recall, if you recount, and I suppose all of us on this call are signed up people with Luxrio If we're not even signed up with Luxurial, we've signed up with a network marketing opportunity before. If you can recall, the first time you saw a network marketing opportunity which tickled you and got you interested, something came to mind. And that thing is, you start thinking wild. Okay, how can I take advantage of this opportunity? Who can I talk to? Okay? We start thinking that we need the whole world to succeed. But in network marketing, you don't need the whole world to succeed. If anything at all, you don't remember anything at all on this call, remember this. 2 times 2 is 4. Have that picture in your mind. What do I seek to communicate with this? If I can even get just 2 people in network marketing, I'll be successful. This is why. If I get 2 people to sign on out of my whole pool of warm market, my friends, my schoolmates, my church mates, my workmates, my family, all those groups that you belong to. If just 2 people out of all of them can join me in business, I'll be successful in network marketing. Because in network marketing, the watchword is I make friends, get them into network marketing, and get the opportunity to meet their friends. So if I should help those people or work with those people to get their tools, guess what? 4 new people are joining us. So now we are no more 3. Me and my first 2 are no more 3. We are now 7. If the 4 go out to get their tools, we are having 8 new people joining us, meaning we are now 15. If the 8 people go out to get their tools, guess what? We have 16 people joining us. So if you look at it from that side, with just your 2 people alone, you are connected to over 20 people. And guess what? By going through that cycle of building 3 levels deep, trust me, you would have gained enough experience, you would have gained enough grounds in terms of testimony to sign on anybody you come across. The reason is that then you have something to show for. Because by the time you would have driven 3 levels deep, you would have seen some good money, which can get anybody to listen to what you are talking about. So let's say I just got 2 people and I've built to 4 levels deep. I've made some good money. And I even go to get 1 more person in addition to my business. Look at what will happen. Just 3 people will change the formula to 100 new people joining the business. If you add the total of 2 by 2 and 3 by 3, we are talking about 100 new people added to the team just by introducing 1 new person. Okay? How about if after that I get the 4th person? What does it mean? The 4th person building to just 4 levels deep, we are talking about 256 new people adding up to your team. How about if I found 5 people? By the 4th level, you're talking about 625 new people adding up. Okay? And the story continues. It gets interesting when you talk about 10 people. By your 4th level, you're having 10,000 new people adding up. And you know the interesting thing? In network marketing, it is not how many people you sign up that determine your success. Your success is determined by how you are able to duplicate the system. And in duplicating the system, when you sign up and you go and sign up somebody, you can't say that you have duplicated. You haven't. You only would have duplicated if you've been able to teach that person to also sign up somebody. Then you say that you have duplicated yourself. What did you do? You went to sign up Mr. A. So on signing up Mr. A, you haven't duplicated. Until Mr. A has gone to sign on Mr. B, means that you've been able to duplicate yourself. Now look at this. Just 4 levels deep. And I don't know how long it might take you to do the 10. If you are that strong, you are good, you can do 10 at a go, great. By 4 levels deep, I'm looking at just the bottom. How many people are added? 10,000 people. And in network marketing, that is great. So I say that in network marketing, you don't need the whole world to succeed. When you sign up for network marketing, avoid the salesman failure syndrome. What is the salesman failure syndrome? If you go get a salesman today and you introduce him or her to a product, guess what? The first thing the salesman is thinking about is, let me understand this product and let me go out and sell to anybody at all I see. So they will go out and sell to almost everyone they come across without concentrating on duplicating, because they are excited at closing their sales. But guess what? If that is the case, you will get frustrated in network marketing. If I just sign on 2 and I concentrate on duplicating, I will be more successful than you who is signing on loads and loads of people. Okay? Now, we say that, what does it mean to duplicate? I think I've mentioned that already. Is this what we're talking about? Let's say this is you. You go and you sign on Kofi. Have you duplicated? The answer is no, you haven't duplicated. You have just signed on somebody. So when would you say you have duplicated? Let's say this is you. When you go and sign on Kofi, and Kofi goes to sign on Amma, then you can say that you have duplicated. So we say that duplication happens only when you have gone at least 3 levels or more deep. All right. So, and this is what network marketing is all about. It's not about signing 1,000 people, 10,000 people yourself. No, it's about getting somebody who is interested in the model, work with that person to start to get to do what you have done. You have signed him on. Teach him the rudiments of the business. Teach him how the business is done. Let him also go and sign on somebody. And together, teach him how to teach that person to teach the new person that he has signed on. Once that happens, you've gone 4 levels deep. Now you have a sustainable business. Why? Because you sign on Kofi. Now Kofi know how to mentor his people, because you have mentored Kofi to sign on Amma and mentored Kofi to mentor Amma to sign on the 4th person. Once that happens, you can comfortably go and look for a new person and work with the person, because Kofi is self-sufficient now. So when you have gone 3 levels deep or below or beyond is when we say you have duplicated. So I can comfortably say that most of us on this call, we haven't duplicated. So I say, how do we duplicate? First, for you to duplicate, you need to learn. What are you learning? Learn about your business opportunity. Learn about how network marketing in general operates. Once you've learned and you've gone to bring somebody into the business, now it's time to teach that person what you know, what you have learned. So like the Bible says, you can't give what you don't have. That is why these trainings are important. If you don't take the time to learn, to teach yourself, to learn the business, how are you going to teach? So after teaching the person you bring, let's say Amma, after teaching Amma the business, now your teaching hasn't ended. It's time for you to teach Amma to teach Kofi. This is where it gets complicated. This is where leadership comes in. The teaching Amma to teach Kofi is no more head knowledge. It's no more product knowledge. It's no more compensation plan. It's no more network marketing. It's now leadership. So what it means is, it's not just enough to learn about your opportunity. It's not just enough to learn about your company. It's not just enough to learn about the industry. Once you know these 3 key things that will make you successful in signing on people, you now need to teach yourself the principles of leadership. Because every single person that joins you, you have a responsibility to lead that person to success. And so your ability to teach Amma, to teach Kofi, to be able to teach is critical. And that is leadership. So you learn how to do the business. You bring Amma in. Amma is excited. She has joined the business. But it doesn't end there. You need to teach Amma how to do the business. Once you teach Amma, and Amma now understands how to do the business and go and bring Kofi, it's time to now teach Amma how to teach Kofi to go and bring power. Once you have done that, once you have gone through these 4 levels, trust me, you have a sustainable business, because Amma now understands the business. She understands leadership. She understands how to coach and mentor. And so she will run her business without you. Then you can now go and look for someone else to work with again, right? So let's look at something. Let's say this is me. I sign on to this business and I'm so excited. I go out and sign on everybody. 13 people, 20 people. I want you to have this picture at the back of your mind. So I went and signed up 130 people. And the 130 people managed to get 5 each. They were not as strong as myself. They couldn't sign on 130 people. So it means they couldn't duplicate me. So they sign on only 5, meaning that I'm having 650 new people join the 3rd level. Let's say they also just sign on only 5 each. That will mean that 130 buys 650. I'll have a total of 780 people. That is, if I add my 650 with my 130, 780 people. Have this at the back of your mind. And let's look at this. Compare it to, I go and sign on 5 people. And I work with those 5 people to go and sign on 5 people. And I teach those 5 people how to teach their 5 to sign on 5 people. So 125 new people are added. And I teach him to teach how to teach the 125 people to bring their 5 people. So they also go to bring their 5 people. That's 625 people. I have 780. These 2 scenarios, which one will be easier? Is it going to sign on 130 people or signing on 5 people? Obviously, signing on 130 people requires a lot more energy compared to signing on 5 people. Working with 130 people demands a lot more from you than working with 5 people. So it's relatively easier working with 5 people to drive 4 levels deep and go and get another 5 people to work with. Also, going to sign on 130 people who can only sign on, say, 5 or less people, you don't have a sustainable business because you just have 2 levels of business. By signing on 5 people and going to the duplication model, I have 4 levels of business. I have guaranteed income going 4 levels deep. Why? The 5 people I brought are seeing good money. They won't go anywhere. The 5 people they brought are seeing good money. So there is enough story for the 125 and the 625 to hang on and work, because they know that if they work, they'll be able to see good money. Because 1, I am seeing good money. My 5 people are seeing good money. The 25 people are seeing good money. 31 people are seeing good money in the team. The 31 people cannot be wrong. And so it gives hope and encouragement to the 125 and 625 to keep working. But look at the 130 scenario. The 130 probably are struggling. They're not seeing money. Only a few of them saw some small money. The quit rate will be very high with the 130 scenario compared to the 5. That is why we say that network marketing is it's not rocket science. It's just simple. It's a simple model that if you learn to follow it, you will succeed. Right? Now, so what is success? You say, so you see, you don't need the whole world to succeed in network marketing. You only need to understand the model. If you cannot you need to understand yourself first. If you don't have the experience to work with 5 people and you can work with 2 people, work with the 2 people. If you can even work with 1 person, work with the 1 person. Once you work with the person to get to 4 levels, you are not the same person anymore. By the time that person you work to 4 levels, you have gained enough experience. So your next batch, you can comfortably work with 2 or 3 more people. By the time you work with those 2 or 3 more people to 4 levels, you have gained enormous experience to be able to work with any number of people that you can bring on board. And guess what? By that time, you are having an almost flying business. Our next model will look at how to get a head start. And for you to have built 4 levels deep, meaning that you already are flying in this business. So what is the key to success in network marketing? The key is simple. Imagine that you are traveling from here to Tamale. Okay? You need a car. This, my lovely car, is what you have. If you have this car, what do? The first thing you need to do is to get into your car and get started. What does it mean? Get involved. Getting started means get involved. Pick your package and get involved. Once you pick your package and you get involved, what do? You now need to do the needful. And that is get fuel for your car to be able to make the journey from Accra to Tamale. What does it mean to get fuel? In network marketing, our fuel is our product. So you need to be a product of your product. Don't forget, what we do, even though it's sales, we don't sell. We share. What are you sharing? You are sharing your experience. So if you don't use the product yourself, how do you share your experience? Don't tell me you will read all the benefits of the product and you can pretend to be sharing with people. Look, as human beings, we are more spiritual than physical. If you are speaking from your heart, the other person, you can connect easily with the other person on the other side than if you are speaking from your head. So using the product and having a personal experience to share will not be the same impact as learning about the product and knowing what the product does and going to tell somebody. Doing that, you are going to sell to the person and nobody wants to be sold. So if you want to succeed in network marketing, after getting involved, picking your product, be a product of your product, use your product, have personal experience. Tell your customer or your friend who you want to get on board how it feels like to take the product, how you felt when you took the product, the impact it had on you, because that is what will make the person want to be part of your business. And I say, you remember the 780 scenario we saw a while ago? Can you imagine if you've had 5 people and they understand the model and they go to get their 5, 4 levels deep. 5 plus 125 is what? That's 130. 130 plus 625, that's 780 distributors. In Luxurio, if you have all the 780 distributors just buying one product every month for their personal consumption, that will generate enough money for all of you to be able to have a credible story to sign on anybody at all. So that is the power of network marketing. We don't sell, we share. And because we share from experience, we connect easily with our prospects. And so in doing network marketing is very, very simple. So once you have gotten, or you now are a product of your product, you have fuel in your vehicle to go your journey. It's now time to do what? Engage first gear. Interestingly enough, we are driving a manual car here. It's not an automatic car. So those of you who cannot drive manual car, today we are going to learn how to drive a manual car on this call. You have to first engage your first gear. But you see, your ultimate aim is to get into a higher gear, because that's what will give you the speed to get to Tamale on time. But you can't just start with a higher gear. If you start with a higher gear, your car will stall. So you need to begin with a first gear. And what is the first gear in network marketing? First gear is go and sponsor your first 5. What will make you go sponsor your first 5? You remember, you need fuel. And what is the fuel? Your product. So how do you get the fuel into your system? Consume your product yourself so that you can share that experience with your prospects to be able to get your first 5. Once you have your first 5, we say that you are in your first gear in network marketing. Now, don't forget your ultimate aim is what? Higher gear. So once you engage your first gear and your car takes off, it's time to engage your second gear. What is the second gear? Your second gear is where you work with your first 5 to go and get their first 5. So you have 25 new people joining your business. Now you are beginning to gather momentum. You are beginning to gather speed. With 25 people joining the 6 of you, that's 31 people. Now your business is not only one person, one mouth. You're now having 31 mouths. So you see how scalable that is? And that is second gear. From second gear, because you want to go to higher speed or to high gear, what do? Third gear is the next target. And what is third gear? This is where we're talking about leadership. Third gear is where you now teach your second level how to sponsor their first 5. So you are teaching your first level how to teach their first level how to sponsor. That is where the leadership now comes in. So when you are engaging third gear, you are now sharpening your leadership acumen. You are sharpening your leadership skills because now you are mentoring your first 5 to teach their first level to sponsor. And once their first level, your first level, teach their first level to sponsor, that is your third gear. It means that you are going to get 125 new people getting on board to join the 31 people, which includes you. How many people are that? Over 200 people now. So your business, all of a sudden, is no more 31 mouths. It's now 200 and about 200 and what is it? 125 plus 31, about 156 people, right? 125 plus 31, 156 mouths now talking. But this is not your destination. You want to get into higher gear as quickly as possible. So the next target is fourth gear. And what is fourth gear? You are in fourth gear when your third level sponsor their first 5, meaning that you're having 625 new people join your business. And guess what? This is the dream of every network marketing professional. When you've sponsored up to 3 levels, trust me, now your business is on autopilot. Your business is now positioned to take off. When we are discussing how to get a head start, you realize that at this level, you've gone past the foundation and your building is beginning to emerge. This is the time people will now begin to see your business. They say, hey, Charlie, this guy is making good money. He's making $20,000 a month. He's making $30,000 a month. This is the time. But you see, most people, when you are still at the point of starting your car, that is picking your package, and buying your fuel, that is consuming your product to get a personal experience, when you are sponsoring your first people and struggling and working with them to get their first people, second gear and third gear, nobody sees. But as soon as you get to fourth gear, that is when your business becomes so visible that anybody can see. All right. Now, the target is you want to get into overdrive because you need to get to Tamale. Fourth gear can get you to Tamale, but fifth gear is the ultimate destination. In fifth gear, you are now flying. At this time, probably you are doing 100 miles an hour. And what does it mean to be in fifth gear? That is when your fourth level have sponsored their first 5, meaning that you are having a whooping 3,125 people join your team. Can you imagine this? 3,125 people joining your team. At this point, you now have what we call financial freedom. You don't only have financial freedom, you have time freedom. This is the time, whether you are flying, of course, not with Ethiopian Airlines, whether you are flying, you are cruising on the ocean, you are sleeping, you make money. And that is where every person wants to be, because at this point, your business is on overdrive, right? At this point, you have enough credible story to share and to sign on anybody. So I say that at this point, concentrate on sharing your product with anyone you come across. This is the time you are confident to approach anybody and you ask the person, what does it mean to own your life for you? The person will say, well, own my life, that would be nice. For me, I own my life. I do what I want to do, not what I have to do. And that is the state everybody wants to be in. People will now start asking, oh, how do you do that? This is the time to put your product in the hands of people. Sorry. Put your product in the hands of people. Say, this is the product that is giving the freedom I'm talking about. I use this product and I share the product with people, and I am making $100,000 a month. I'm making $50,000 a month. And trust me, anybody who hears this will join your business. All right. Now, so just by way of recap, there are 4 things you need to do if you're going to be successful in network marketing. Number 1, get into your vehicle and get started. What is the vehicle? In this particular case, your vehicle is luxurious. So what does it mean to get in? Pick your package. Silver, 283 Ghana cedis. Gold, 808 Ghana cedis, 50 pesos. Platinum, 1,620 or 7,950 Ghana cedis, 25 pesos. Pick any of these packages. Once you pick any of those packages, you are in your vehicle. You are started. Get started by getting involved. The next thing is use your product. Be a product of your product. The third thing to do is to shift into higher gear as quickly as possible. But before you can get into higher gear, what do? You need to engage first gear, second gear, third gear, fourth gear, and eventually fifth gear, which will now get you into cruise control or overdrive. All right. And the fourth thing to do is to remember, share your success story with your friends. At this level, you are no more on a recruitment drive. You are just sharing your story, but your story is compelling enough for your friends to be chasing you to want to be part of your business. So 4 simple things that you need to do if indeed you want to be successful in network marketing. Thank you very much. I will see you in the next model, and we will continue our conversation. At this point, I will open the call, allow you the opportunity to activate your mics. If you have any questions, we'll take them.